Welcome back, explorers. It's TJ Hunter here, and today we're diving into the wallet aching world of living costs. Yes, you heard me right. We're touring the top 10 most expensive states in the US. And let me tell you, some of these prices will make your wallet want to pack its bags and migrate south for the winter. Have you ever wondered what the most expensive states to live in the US are? It's not just about the sticker price on a house, but a combination of various factors like housing, transportation, and taxes. These components, among others, create the overall cost of living in a state. It's a complex jigsaw puzzle, and today we're exploring this economic landscape. So buckle up as we dive into the top 10 most expensive states in the US, starting with number 10. Kicking off our list at spot number 10 is the delightful state of Vermont. This picturesque northeastern state, recognized not only for its breathtaking landscapes but also its delicious maple syrup, displays a cost of living index of 114.9, or 114.9 for brevity. The cost of living index is a theoretical price index that measures relative cost of living over different time periods or regions, serving as a measure of the affordability life in different locations. In the case of Vermont, it's clear that it ranks quite high on this scale. What exactly factors into this elevated cost? A major player is the expense of owning a home in Vermont can take a considerable chunk out of your budget, contributing significantly to the overall cost of living. The average cost of a house here is high. A single family home is approximately $300,000, something worth pondering if you're considering making Vermont domicile. But it's worth noting that the average income in this state is also relatively high. The median income for a family of four is $111,000, balancing out the cost somewhat. And remember, high costs often correlate with a high quality of life. Vermont is state brimming with natural beauty, underpinned by strong community bonds, and pulsating with a rich, vibrant culture. So that's Vermont in a nutshell, a beautiful state where a high cost of living comes part and parcel with its charm. Now we are at number 9 with New Hampshire. Residing in the northeastern corner of the United States, this state may be petite in size, but it compensates with its extensive costs. With a cost of living index at a staggering 115, New Hampshire outpaces the national average significantly. The driving factor of this high cost is housing, especially in proximity to Boston and the coast. The allure of the ocean and the closeness to one of the country's central hubs makes these areas in high demand, hence costlier. However, it's paramount to mention that the average cost of a home here is also considerably high, about $470,000. It's not solely about the picturesque coastline or the nearness to Boston. Other elements like transportation, utilities, and healthcare significantly affect the total cost of living in this state. Interestingly, the average income in New Hampshire is comparably high, $83,000, somewhat balancing the high living costs. Therefore, if you're contemplating relocating to the Granite State, brace yourself for the hefty price tag that accompanies it. This is why New Hampshire secures the 9th rank on our list. Next on our list, at number 8 and 7, we have Washington and Oregon, respectively. As we journey into the Pacific Northwest, we encounter Washington, a state known for its lush green landscapes, diverse culture, and high cost of living. With a cost of living index tied with Oregon at 115.1, Washington's high living expenses are primarily influenced by the housing market. The state's most populated city, Seattle, along with its surrounding areas, are notorious for their high housing costs. The average home value is $550,000, making it a challenging place to reside for those on a tight budget. The median income is about $91,300, but don't let that deter you. Washington's thriving tech industry, vibrant art scene, and outdoor recreation opportunities make it an attractive destination for many. Next, nestled just south of Washington, we find Oregon, sitting at the same spot on our list with an identical cost of living index. Oregon's cost of living is balanced between high housing costs and the median family income. The average cost of a single family home in Oregon is approximately $447,968. However, the state's median family income of $100,533 provides some balance against the steep housing costs. From its rugged coastline to its dense forests, along with its progressive urban centers, make Oregon a compelling place to call home. However, it's important to remember that these numbers are averages. The cost of living can significantly within each state, depending on factors like location, lifestyle, and personal financial circumstances. For instance, living in Portland, Oregon's largest city, will likely cost you more than residing in a smaller rural town. Whether you're drawn to Washington's thriving tech scene or Oregon's natural splendor, the Pacific Northwest offers a unique blend of urban sophistication and rugged wilderness. But like anywhere, it comes with its own set of financial considerations. So, if you're thinking of moving to the Pacific Northwest, keep these figures and the facts that Washington's cost of living is primarily influenced by the housing market. Oregon's cost of living is balanced between high housing costs and median family income in mind. Next up on our journey is number 6, Maryland. This state, situated on the eastern seaboard of the United States, carries a cost of living index of 119.5. Yes, you heard that right. Maryland's cost of living index is 119.5. Now, you might be wondering, why such a high number? The answer lies primarily in the housing prices. The cost of a typical single-family home in Maryland stands at a staggering $366,581, a fact that might raise your eyebrows. And that's right, the cost of a typical single-family home is around $366,000. That's a substantial slice of your earnings. And speaking of earnings, the median family income in Maryland is at $130,252. Yes, that's correct. The median family income is $130,252. While this may seem like a comfortable income, when you juxtapose it with the elevated cost of housing, it becomes evident why Maryland holds a high rank on this list. If relocating to Maryland is on your cards, brace yourself for the elevated cost with housing being the primary factor. There you have it. That's Maryland U, a state notorious for its high cost of living due to housing prices. Moving on to the 5th and 4th places, we find Alaska and New York, respectively. Now, Alaska, often referred to as the last frontier, sets itself apart in numerous aspects, including its cost of living. The state's cost of living index is a whopping 124.4. This high cost is largely driven by the exorbitant price of food. The remote location of the state makes shipping food to Alaska a pricey endeavor, thereby significantly escalating food prices. Additionally, the high expenditure associated with heating homes during the harsh Alaskan winters and the overall remoteness of many of its settlements contributes to Alaska's elevated living costs. The average median home price in Alaska is $361,900. Meanwhile, the median household income in Alaska is reported to be around $73,000. Let's shift our focus to the Empire State, New York, which claims the 4th spot on our list. Here, the cost of living index is slightly more, standing at 125.1. Interestingly, New York exhibits a wide spectrum of living costs. The average yearly expenditure comes up to $45,273, but this figure can vary greatly based on one's location within the state. The median household income for New York State in 2024 is reported to be $79,000. And in January 2024, the median sale price of homes in New York State was $800,000. For instance, life in New York City can be significantly expensive. This bustling metropolis sees the cost of everything from housing to your daily cup of joe being considerably above the national average. However, if you travel upstate, you'll discover that the cost of living takes a noticeable dip, thus enabling a more affordable, though less urban, lifestyle. Despite this variance, the overall cost of living in New York still manages to be high enough to secure it the fourth place on our list. Factors such as housing, transportation, and taxes play a major role in these high costs, making the experience of living in the Big Apple and in New York State in general costly one. So whether it's the secluded charm of Alaska or the pulsating energy of New York, both these states offer distinct lifestyles and experiences. But accompanying these are a high cost of living, driven by a variety of region-specific factors. This is what places Alaska and New York among the top 5 most expensive states to live in. As we inch closer to the pinnacle, we come across Massachusetts sitting at number 3 and California at number 2. Let's throw some light on Massachusetts first. Reflecting a steep cost of living, this state boasts a cost of living index of 148.4. The cost of a single-family home on average equates to about $518,203. If you're curious about the income aspect, the median income for a family of 4 here is approximately $140,309. From the chilly East Coast, let's glide over to the sunny West, to California. This state gleams in the second spot on our list with a cost of living index of 134.5. The average cost of a single-family home here is considerably higher, around $683,996. Average family income, however, provides some equilibrium, clocking in at around $105,232. It's evident that both Massachusetts and California each present their own distinct economic environments. For those with dreams in their eyes and ambition in their stride, these states provide vibrant cultures and opportunities, yet it's crucial to bear in mind that high rewards are often accompanied by high costs. So, if you're contemplating a move to Massachusetts or California, brace yourselves for these elevated costs. And finally, topping the list of the most expensive states to live in the U.S. is none other than Hawaii. The Aloha State takes the crown with a staggering cost of living index of 179, a number that is quite telling of the state's high living expenses. Just to give you a clearer picture, the average annual expenditure in this tropical paradise sits at a hefty $55,491. The average home value in Hawaii as of early 2024 is $828,000, and the median household income in Hawaii for 2024 is reported to be about $92,000. But what exactly sets Hawaii apart the rest, you may ask? Interestingly, the answer to this lies in the housing market. With its pristine beaches, lush landscapes, and tropical climate, the demand for homes in Hawaii is exceedingly high. Unfortunately, the supply of homes cannot keep up with the demand, and this imbalance has a big role to play in driving housing prices through the roof. But it's not just the housing that's costly. The overall cost of living here is significantly higher than the national average, largely due to the cost of living index of 179 and the average annual expenditure of $55,491 that we mentioned. Despite these challenges, many still choose to call Hawaii home, enticed by its unparalleled beauty and unique culture. So there you have it, Hawaii, the most expensive to live in the U.S., where the high demand for homes, coupled with limited supply, drives housing prices up. And that concludes our countdown of the top 10 most expensive states to live in the U.S. We've journeyed through diverse landscapes from the sunny beaches of Hawaii to the bustling streets of New York, uncovering the economic realities of each region. These figures illuminate the varying factors that contribute to living costs, including housing, transportation, and taxes. Remember, knowledge is power. Keep exploring, keep learning. This is TJ Hunter from Explore and Learn with TJ Hunter, signing off.